Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, some developments in Ukraine, very important actually, and it has to do with the Russians taking over the second biggest power plant in Ukraine. How is it possible? I thought the Russians were losing, and the Ukrainians are doing that, engaging in that counter-offensive that Zelensky ordered. This article comes from Reuters from today, July 27, 2022. This is the title. Russia captures power station, redeploys troops towards southern Ukraine. Well. So we have, let me see where I have the, all right, here it is. Russian forces took over Ukraine's second biggest power plant and are conducting a massive redeployment of troops to 3 southern regions, a Ukrainian presidential advisor said, amid expectations of a Ukrainian counteroffensive. Russian-backed forces said on Wednesday they had captured the Soviet-era coal-fired Vukhlehirsk power plant intact in what was Moscow's first significant gain in more than 3 weeks. Oleksiy Arestovich, an advisor to the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, confirmed the capture of the plant in the eastern Donetsk region, but said it was only a tiny technical advantage for Russia. Tactical advantage for Russia. Every time the Russians are doing something, it's actually not important. And then when they defend something, we defended the positions of this. I heard about this power plant for about 3 weeks already. And now they took over it, and actually, you know what? It doesn't really matter. Really? Why did you try to defend it then? Like children, as I said before, children. It's just a tiny tactical advantage. The second power plant in Ukraine, they control it. What does that mean? Less energy for you? The Russian redeployment to the south appeared to be a switch to strategic defense from offense, he added, with troops sent to Melitopol, Zaporozhye and Kherson regions. Ukraine has made clear it intends to recapture the southern city of Kherson, which fell to Russia in the early days of the war. Why Kherson? Why not the power plant? Why not, I don't know, what was that in the north? Can't remember the name of it. Oleksiy Danilov, Secretary of Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council, earlier tweeted that Russia was concentrating the maximum number of troops in the direction of the Kherson, but gave no details. It seems like the Russians are going to attack in the southern part. In the north, it seems like it's all done. They stopped. And they go now in the south. But I personally do not get why the Russians are going, and how far are they willing to go towards Odessa? Do they want Odessa? I have doubts, and I don't understand. I have my limitations. Why would they want Odessa? How many Russians live in Odessa? I understand it's a very important strategic port of Ukraine. That's the only thing, but it's a long way from where they are to Odessa. And all I saw, it was just small advance, for by the Russian army. So I don't know, maybe someone can enlighten my fogginess. So Ukrainian forces in the south said that they had killed 66 enemy troops and destroyed 3 tanks and 2 arms dumps in the past 24 hours. Russian forces attacked the city of Mykolaiv with multiple rocket launchers, they added. Reuters was unable to verify the battlefield reports. What's new? Ukraine also shelled an important bridge straddling the Dnipro River in Kherson, closing it to traffic. Russian officials had earlier said they would turn instead to pontoon bridges and ferries to get forces across the river. Forces. So you take them forces across the river, that means advancing, not defending, going back, running, bye-bye. So the pontoon bridges and ferries to get forces across the river towards the west. Zelensky said Ukraine would rebuild the Antonivsky Bridge over the Dnipro and other crossing in the region. Sure you will. And I'm quoting, "We are doing everything to ensure that their occupying forces do not have any logistical opportunities in our country," he said in a Wednesday evening address. Let's go back. They will turn instead to pontoon bridges and ferries to get forces. People across the river. And this guy says logistical opportunities. No, is armies with AK-47s and 78s and other things. 74s and whatever. So, this is, I think it's a big achievement, accomplished by the Russians. But you know how it is, Your successes, I'm going to minimize. My little victories, I will make them like, Stalingrad or something like that, or the conquering of Berlin, surrender of Berlin, something like this kind of thing. And don't get me wrong, that's on both sides. So it's not only, the fact is that now we have the Ukrainians saying that, and their mass media, because they bombard us with their information. If I would start looking for RT, for instance, and getting my information from RT or from RIA Novosti, whatever it is, or TASS, I don't think I would find that. And if I find over there, I probably want to find how fantastic the Russians are. But it's better to read this because it's so hypocritical and it's so obvious that it's ridiculous. It makes you laugh, like, oh my God, the Russians hit 74% only like civilian targets and cows and cats and dogs. That's what they did. Oh my God, they're so stupid. But somehow they conquered Ukraine. How is that possible? You see, but they think we have a memory of 3 minutes. That's all. A deer, the deer, the animal, has 5 minutes attention span. They think we have 3 minutes. And most of us, or most of them, have 3 minutes. You and I, we have longer than that. That's why we're here. But I'm just saying, that's what they expect. But they don't care about us. Because we are a minority in their brain, and they influence and they target the majority, which is, as Albert Einstein said, so that I cover my ass. He said, well, for 99.9% of the human population, or the globe's population, the backbone would have been enough. The brain is extra. So yeah, that's they target those ones, not us. Yes. Well, achievement? Oh, it's just a little tiny tactical achievement. The second biggest power plant. Do you think it's tiny? Then what would you call a big one if that's a tiny one? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.